Somewhere Wales, a free-drive, narrow-gauge game set somewhere in Wales. Now if you've watched this channel before, that line is not only the description of the game, but also means it's time for another ranking video. And today I am going to be ranking every single piece of rolling game! Well, not every piece of rolling stock. Instead I'll be ranking each type of rolling stock based on appearance and stability. Although that last part is probably unfair to like 70% of the stock considering most of the stock runs fine, but I digress. Anyway, let's get started. At number 20 is the Blue Coaches. These are by far some of the worst pieces of rolling stock in game in terms of stability. I cannot tell you how many times these dumb coaches have derailed on the slightest curve or speed. I will say it is neat to get their own brake variant, but honestly I'll be glad when they eventually get rebuilt or fixed to be more stable. At number 19 are the loaded logging disconnects. While not as bad as the Blue Coaches, they certainly are quite annoying to run. They, like the Blue Coaches, love to derail, but mostly on slopes and especially going downhill. They're also quite prone to derailing all at once if one comes off the track. And, well, they're just not very fun to run. Overall, they work well for hauling logs, but they're quite finicky to use. At number 18 is the Humble Crew Car. While it's quite a neat design overall, it's certainly a mixed bag for me. For one, it has amazing speed when rolling downhill due to its lack of traction on its wheels. However, it is quite unstable and can easily tip or derail at set high speeds. Overall, they are quite neat, but could probably use some work with being a bit more stable. At number 17 is the Brake Fan. This fan is one of the free braking rolling stocks in game, with the other two being the Blue Coach Brake Fan and the Brake Wagon. It has the ability of locking up its wheels and bringing itself and whatever is connected to a stop, most of the time. While it's useful in that sense, it's not very stable on curves at high speed, often derailing and causing more mess than it's supposed to. Other than that, it's a pretty interesting van with a cool feature. Coming into number 16 is the tipper wagons. Being the main wagon to haul coal, it's designed to tip whatever unloading coal or whatever mineral it's hauling. In game, however, it no longer tips due to the model being updated, but it still carries coal. However, they have a tendency to derail and get jammed into one another during coupling, but overall they get the job done. Although it would be nice to see them tip once again. At number 15 are the push carts. These small mining wagons can be found near the elevator in the mines and mainly serve as a secondary transport of coal in the mines that is pushed by workers. While useful, they can be touchy and derail if driven incorrectly. They like to derail if coupled incorrectly or if the coupling is too short. They can load coal and do work decently. Overall, a decent piece of stock, however, I do believe the coupling should be lengthened a bit. Coming into number 14 is the iconic Bug Box coach. These passenger cars, which are based on the Asbury coaches that run on the Festinghog Railway and Glen Valley Tramway, are quite common and numerous in game. They run pretty decently, but are a bit light and can derail easily if forcefully used. Overall, these are very attractive coaches and do the job quite well. At number 13 is the Small Brake Wagon. This small wagon is the predecessor to the brake fan and basically does the same thing but at a smaller scale. Unlike the brake fan, however, it's a lot more stable, and while it's a bit basic, it has some nice detail like 2 end lamps and some extra ties. It's a pretty small but useful piece of rolling stock. Coming into spot 12 are the flat wagons. Being one of the most common pieces of rolling stock in game, it's safe to say it's quite a popular piece of stock for any freight train. It comes with some interesting loads like driving wheels for kits works and general goods for everywhere else. Overall, it's a pretty basic wagon, but the different loads help make it stand out. At number 11 are the mineral wagons. This wagon can carry different types of resources including coal, grain, and limestone. This makes it quite the versatile wagon for the quarry, mines, and fields. Interestingly enough, while the wagon is mostly freelanced, it does resemble the metal wagons used in Polyflin Railway. Overall, it's a pretty good piece of rolling stock with quite the metallic finish. Well, this is the end of part 1 of this ranking video. Thank you all so much for watching this video and watching this channel in general. I would like to explain for a lack of uploads recently, I've been quite busy with other stuff in life like college work, holidays, and even my own games. But don't worry, I have more videos coming soon. Anyway, tune in next time for part 2 of this video, and if possible, subscribe to this channel. It really means a lot to me if we could get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year. Cause if we do, I'll have a very special video planned as thanks for all of you who have stuck around for this long. Anyway, that's all for now. See you all next time.